Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let us learn one more concept, that is latency. What is the concept name? Concept name is what? Latency. So let us see about it. Let's say I'm present in India. Where I'm present? I'm present in India. Okay. Currently I'm presenting at India location. This is my geographic location. Now I created my web servers for my business in one of the Indian region, let's say in Mumbai region. In Mumbai, I created, let's say in Mumbai, I created what my web servers I've created in Mumbai. For my business, I created my web servers where in Mumbai. Okay. Now the clients who are present in Indian region can easily access my website and they feel very happy for using my services. And now the client present in USA are interested to use my servers. Where my client is present now? The client is present at USA. Now this client is interested to use my services and those clients are trying to access my web server. Those clients who are present at USA are trying to access my web server. Then what happens? These clients are trying to access my web server, where the server present in India at Mumbai region, the server is present. So now the clients who are present in USA, they're trying to access my web servers. Now, does the US clients will get response as fast as Indian clients? Concentratively hear the question. Now, does the US clients will get this is the response, right? Now, the US clients will get the response as fast as Indian clients? No, right? This is a response that US clients got. For Indian clients, for the clients who are present in India, they just request the web server like this. They just request the web server like this and they got the response very fastly, right? Since my web servers are presented Indian location, who got my who got the response faster? Indian clients or USA clients? Indian clients. So based on this, no, it takes more time to provide response to USA clients compared to Indian clients. Why? Because the servers are hosted in India. Since Indian clients are accessing from same place with with less distance from server, it is easy to get response than the response get by the USA clients with larger distances from the server. Now, who is at larger distances from the server? USA clients. USA clients are, let's say USA clients are these who are present at larger, larger distance from my web server. And let's say the clients who are present in India are these, how much distance they are? They are having less distance, right? Less distance from the server. Now, who got the response fast? Indian client got the response fast compared to USA clients. Now, is there any technical term? Is there any technical term to represent this late response? Is there any technical term to represent this late response? Yes, there is a technical term called latency. In cloud, we call this late response. Late response as latency. We call this late response as latency in cloud. So, sir, this larger or long distance accessing of my web server will leads to a late response, right? What do we call this late response in cloud? We call this late response, we call whatever the late response that was getting as, we call that as, that late response, we call it as, let me write here, we call that late response as high latency. We call that late response as high latency. So what do we call? High latency. Why do we call it as high latency? Due to large late response, due to large rate response, we call it as high latency. So whenever the clients who are present in India, they are very near to my servers. They are accessing my web servers from less distance, which leads to what? Fast response or very less late response. We call this very less late response as, we call this very less late response as low latency. What do we call this? Very less. What do we call this? Very less late response. We call this very less late response as low latency. Now the response was very less, very less late response. That is quick response. You can even say it as faster response. That means very less late response. So what do we say this in cloud? We say this as low latency. What do we say? Low latency. Since the late response time is very less, the late response time is very less, so we can say it as low latency. Okay. So based on this, can you tell me how many types of latencies we have? How many types of latencies we have? We have mainly, how many types, sir? We have mainly two types of latencies. We have mainly how many types of latencies? Two types. Now you can tell me what are the two types. What is the first one? That is low latency. And what is the second one? That second one is high latency. So what is the first one? Low latency. What is the second one? High latency. So what is this low latency, sir? What is this high latency? Low latency means we can say that as We can say that low latency as less time to get the response. That is very less late response. Or else we can say it as quick response. What is this high latency? Very late response. That is, we call it as high latency. Now, you can tell me, in short, you can remember this latency as late response. Yeah. So, let me ask you an interview question. What is best, low latency or high latency? Since, since clients like fast responses, that is very less rate response. Client like very less rate responses, that is fast responses. What is that? We call that as low latency. So low latency is best. So which is best? Low latency or high latency? Low latency is best. Let me write here. What is best? What is best? Low latency is best. Okay. So since now USA clients, the clients who are present at USA are trying to access my servers. So I need to provide a quick response, that is low latency response to my USA clients as well. So what I need to do? What I need to do? I again, what I need to do? I again need to create my, I again need to create my web servers, where in USA region as well. One of the USA region. Let's say North Virginia. Let's say at North Virginia. In North Virginia, I created my web server to provide to provide low latency response to my USA clients. So whenever my USA clients request me, then the request will gonna send to the North Virginia region web servers, and then immediately the response gonna send back to the clients with very low latency, because they both are present in same region. Clients will get low latency response, right? Yeah. So now let's say my clients are accessing my servers. So most of the users who are present in the locations other than other than this USA and this India. The clients who are trying to access my web servers who are present other than this USA and this India are facing or experiencing very high latency. What is that very high latency? That is high amount of late response. They are getting very late responses. So what is my task? I need to provide, I need to provide very low latency response, that is quick responses for them. How can I provide, sir? So now I have to create servers in all regions. No, I do not have that much amount of money, because if I create servers in all regions, then it costs me very high. So I need I need now is I need a service in AWS cloud which provides me the low latency to my clients. But I like to host only one server. Only I like to host web servers in whichever location I am present. There only I'd like to host my web servers. But I would like to provide a quick response, that is a low latency response, that is very less late response to my clients. So is there any service in AWS cloud which provides me this type of low latency to my clients? Yeah. What is that? That is the type of service provider is in AWS, the type of low latency service provider. We call it as we call it as cloud front. What is that? Cloud front. What is that? Cloud front. So remember this, whenever you encountered a problem while hosting your web servers, then what is the term? What is the service that you need to get into your mind? Cloud front. Cloud front. I'll tell you in detail in the upcoming future labs. This is the AWS service which provides you a low latency response to your clients globally. Globally. Remember, globally. So, if anybody asks you, what is the service that provides you the low latency responses to my clients in AWS, then you need to remember this cloud front. So to overcome this latency issue, which service we are going to choose in AWS in future? Cloud front. In future, I gonna ask you while practicing in lab, what is the service which we gonna use for low latency providing? That is what cloud front. I hope you understood this latency concept and different types of latencies, that is low latency and high latency, and which latency is best. You know, I think you got it. And what is the AWS service that we are going to use for providing low latency globally? That is what CloudFront. So I hope this video is understanding to you. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye.